Yes, but like two-dimensional women are all the same like width.
Yeah, but you wouldn't be able to see their boobs and butt.
From the side, you could.
Not two-dimensional.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
like,
if you drew it, yeah.
Yeah, if they turn to the side, just look at women from the side.
Yeah, but like if you see a sculpture that's three-dimensional of a woman as opposed to just a picture drawn.
There are some very attractive regular just drawings of women.
Of course,
We'll bring that up. Well, I'll bring up photos. We'll have that viewing. Lisa's working better. Everything's in zones. I don't know why it was picking up so loud on that.
I don't either, but let's ignore it.
Well, we got to start from scratch.
Yes.
And do all of this testing all the fuck over again.
All
Okay.
right.
So, hold on. Yep, that was a thing. All right.
I told you. I told you. Did I not?
Maybe you should just put that right up to this mic. So every time it goes off, it'll just... right.
It was Grubhub asking me.
Oh, what we get?
Grubhub asked me how dinner went.
What was dinner?
It was pizza. For me.
How'd it go?
It was delicious.
All right.
I have sweet and hot peppers.
That's not delicious.
It's delicious for me.
Okay. All right, now...
Well, I mean, sweet and hot peppers, that seems a little counterintuitive. Why would you want sweet and hot peppers?
Because I like it sweet and spicy.
Oh, yes.
Just like I like my man.
Well,
I don't think Nicolas Cage is sweet or spicy.
I don't either. I was going to say, Nicolas Cage doesn't seem like a sweet kind of guy.
No, I hear that he's sweet to his fans. But like when I think of him, I don't really think of sweet or spicy.
What do you think
Get
of?
right on the mic. Like, touch it.
Pudding?
Pudding?
Why does everyone got to use P words when they get on a microphone?
No, I mean like Nicolas Cage reminds me.
Platypus.
Wait, do you remember Platypus?
I remember platypus. He said last week, we were talking about name it platypus. I'm like, you don't want to name it platypus. Platypus doesn't mean anything good.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, that was the toy thing me and Marshall were talking about.
Yeah, you're like, we'll name it platypus. I'm like, don't name it platypus. Platypus means ugly. Let's not.
Well, if I were to compare Nicolas Cage to a food,
Yeah, like give me a food comparison.
I don't know. Other than pudding, I don't know what else you would describe.
Pudding,
it. Yeah.
but pudding is so like, pudding is not an attractive food. I mean, if you're gonna be attracted to him,
Wait. How is food attractive?
there are sexy foods.
Hot dogs.
Okay.
Cucumbers.
Like
Wait.
a good steak is hot. It's
Yeah, if
sexy.
it's cooked, it should be hot.
But how does it make it sexy?
I don't like the crust and everything and the dripping. That's sexy.
Wait, did you say
Pudding?
crust?
Yeah, like a good like crust.
There's nothing sexier than something that has a good crust on it.
Exactly.
Crusty.
But
Ew.
pudding's like a
Wait,
blob.
We're talking... I don't know. If you had to compare Nicolas Cage to a food, what would it be?
It wouldn't be pudding.
Definitely wouldn't be pudding.
So, I don't know. Think of something. What would it be?
Nicolas Cage as a food, I would compare him to like a snack mix that's like mostly bad.
Something that was good for like 2 or 3 times, and then it's just bad.
Zebra gum.
No, that's delicious.
His career is a little bit better than 5 seconds.
What about the do you remember in the 90s the ketchup? There was like green and purple ketchup.
Yeah, I didn't fuck with that.
It was weird because it just tasted like regular ketchup.
Okay, I figured it out. I think Nicolas Cage is like that 90s drink Surge. Do you remember Surge?
That was the green bottle, right?
Right.
Yeah, with
was
red.
There was a lot of caffeine in it, so it made you like really hyper.
And it tried to have a comeback, and it didn't work.
And it didn't work. There was a ton of sugar in that thing too. That's why
It's
was
a
like
soda.
made you super hyper.
It's the same thing as like Mountain Dew.
But it's Surge.
No, but Surge had more sugar. That's why it made everybody so hyper.
No, I don't think that was the thing of it.
Okay, well, I don't know then.
Did you hear that he's going to be starring in a movie about himself? He's going to be playing Nicolas Cage
in like
in
a document, like
yes.
yeah.
How do I get in that?
Is that like legal? Are you allowed?
Is that legal? It's a movie. Why wouldn't it be legal?
It's illegal to
It's a
play
man-
yourself.
Yeah, it's a man playing himself in a movie.
Not illegal, but isn't that frowned upon? Are you
Why?
not supposed
I'm pretty
to
sure
play
everything that
yourself?
Nicolas
frowned
Cage has
upon.
done is frowned upon. I mean, I feel bad for his agent. He's like,
I mean,
His agent's like, please stop taking these movies. We don't need them. You don't want them.
he needs the money. So yeah, he's going to take those movies.
Did he ever?
He's got to buy fucking a pyramid
He bought a mummy.
mausoleum or some shit.
He bought a mummy.
No, he bought like a headstone of a pyramid or something.
yeah, it was a mausoleum, and I think it was a white pyramid.
Yeah.
And he bought it, but I think he sold it.
Oh.
But he did.
Buyer's remorse.
But he did buy in an auction some kind of like fossil or something.
Yeah, wasn't
and-
it
shark.
something like a mummy?
No. He did. He bought like a skull, some kind
Right.
of dynasty.
Yeah.
Ancient,
but I think it was
dynasty.
stolen, and he had to return it.
Good.
Who's calling?
Spam.
Oh, I was gonna say we can hook it. Oh, we can't talk. We can just listen. I don't have the right equipment for all that yet.
Not yet. Are we playing a song before we start?
No, because I have to get permission from the
writer?
the composer.
The composer. Did you call him a composer? Because I could imagine him just being so happy with that turn of phrase.
Who is
He's
this?
just happy to be
One of
doing stuff.
One of Chris's friends is writing us
We
a
have
theme
a
song.
we have a theme
Nice.
song, and it's already done, and it's amazing, and it fits perfectly. I gave him no guidance. He's not charging me anything. He's just saying use it because whatever. It's custom to us, and it's good. I wanted to use it today, but he wants to be on the show so he can talk about it, which is
Okay,
fair. That's fine.
Fair. To introduce the theme song, he should be here.
But he wants to play it live, so our setup's not for that.
No,
These microphones only pick up voice and not well half the time.
Yeah, I think he definitely should be here to introduce his song. Then.
By the way, your cat's like a total creeper.
Oh yeah, he's like leaning over the steps, just looking at us.
Yeah, that's his spot.
Like, I always feel like somebody's watching me.
All right. So, episode 3. What?
Woo!
8 minutes in.
Oh wow!
We're going.
Did we really almost talk like 8 minutes about Nicolas Cage?
Yes, but we
And
also
we're
have
not even done yet.
we have
I'm
like
sure.
30 minutes of me setting this podcast
Nice.
up because for whatever reason I'm an idiot and I didn't actually plug the wire in.
You're not an
So
idiot.
I'm
You
probably
just
going to
missed
save
the
that
wire.
and just have that somewhere.
Okay.
It's just us trying to set up the
like-
equalizer, and I can't figure out how to do it. And then I'd look. Oh wait, that wire looks like it's supposed to be plugged in somewhere.
Behind the scenes, shaded corner.
Stupid.
It's not stupid.
It's stupid. Look, we were here for way too long trying to figure that out.
Mm.
No,
This is why I hate
that's not
podcasting.
stupid. You know what? I'm a blonde. Like I've said so many stupid things. I was on a
What?
plane one time with my mom, and we're up in the sky above the clouds. Can't see anything but clouds, blue sky.
Mhm.
And I see the wing of the plane, and for some reason, the first thing that came out of my mouth was, "Oh my God, is that a boat?" And my mom turns to me, then she turns away and she goes, "I don't know you."
Were you looking at the wing, thinking the wing was a boat, or
You know,
you can see a boat from?
No,
A
it was
plane?
we were above the clouds.
No.
Maybe there's a little.
There
Look, I'm
was-
trying to give her the benefit.
I
of the
know
doubt.
you're trying to give me the
There was a
benefit.
hole in the cloud, and you could see it.
I know.
There were no holes in the
ocean.
cloud. There were no boats visible.
I got you. No. I got you. There was a kid on the other side of the aisle with a toy boat, and the reflection off the window bounced back, and you're like, "Oh my God, is that a boat?" And your mom couldn't see it because it wasn't in the right angle for the reflection. That's what it was.
There you go.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
I'll just follow you around
You
and,
just got.
and
you
make
just,
excuses.
He just gives you logic in places where there are none.
Yeah. That. Okay. We'll use that next time.
Oh yes.
All right. So yeah, episode 3. We have a special guest. If you'd like to introduce yourself.
My name is Jackie Che, and I am Jackie Che.
Anytime anyone says that, it's just, and I am an alcoholic.
You know what? I am not. I actually have had only one drink in about a year and a half.
It's impressive.
Yes.
Yeah. I always expect something after that, like I am here because I need something or something like that. So I expect some kind of exposition after they say, and I am
A person.
a person.
So what? Since we talk about everything and lots of nerd things, and you're in the kid cave, what nerdums are you into?
I am absolutely into Narnia. I wish that my wardrobe led to some magical kingdom where there were sexy princes like Prince Caspian, and
Would they have crust on them?
there would be no crust on these princes.
Listen, that was specifically for a steak.
No, we established that sexy things have a crust.
Okay, well, I find you sexy, so you
so-
must be extra
I have lots of
crusty.
crust on me. You don't need to know what.
Mm.
So wait. Let me take a step back. Why is a crust sexy and pudding is not?
Okay, listen. Crust,
Neither are sexy. Let's just go ahead and say crust is not sexy.
I disagree.
No.
I disagree. On food, specifically on food, crust is sexy. Like a good steak has a nice crust.
Hold on. You don't
A
eat.
pizza has a good crust.
You don't eat the bones on pizza.
Sometimes once
wait,
I start
the
getting
bones?
food-
Yeah, you
bones.
call the crust bones.
I have never heard anyone call the crust bones.
It might be a Delaware thing. I don't know, but I've always called it bones. She starts to call it bones now.
Mhm. It's your fault that I call them bones, though. I never did before.
The whole cussing versus cursing thing's never
It's
caught on to
still
you.
cursing.
It's cussing.
Okay.
You can't curse. Cursing is like a voodoo curse. All right?
Okay, so wait, another step back. This bones thing. What beverage does she have in her cup right now?
Vodka.
No,
It
pronounce
is
it.
not
It's
vodka.
water.
Okay, no, it's water.
No. It's
water.
water.
It's water.
It's water.
She said water.
Well, she's exiled from
What?
Philly. That's
No,
it.
I am not.
Yes, you are.
You've been exiled from our own basement. Get out.
I'm not allowed to be here, guys.
No, it's water.
Listen, it's okay. It's still with a D. D forward instead of water, which is what it's technically supposed to be.
It's water.
Okay.
Okay. Anyway, so I'm into Narnia without crusts,
There you go.
and I do enjoy myself some Harry Potter. In fact, in the beginning. Wait, why are you showing your hand? What is this? Oh, you're giving me a high five.
I
Give you a
think
high
that's a high
five.
five.
I've never seen somebody, give a high five.
That was a
from-
weak high five.
It was a weak high five.
Well, later, I'll give you a better high five later.
Once upon a time, when Harry Potter first came out, I said that a certain someone would be sexy in the movies, but nobody believed me. You want to talk about that, Polina?
We can talk about that. So, a long, long time ago, I think movie 1, we started talking about like who was attractive in the films, and you said Neville Longbottom would become attractive,
And no one believed me.
and no one believed you because he was not an Matthew Lewis, who is the actor that plays Neville Longbottom.
You can you
Is
got. I
not
just
an
want to
attractive
interject for
kid.
real quick. Don't bother looking at me and making eye contact. You guys just have a conversation because I have no idea.
Okay, so Matthew Lewis, who plays Neville Longbottom, was not attractive in the first few films. In fact, wasn't even that attractive in like up until like the very last movie. I don't think he was attractive, but the last movie hit, and then pictures came out of him, and
Well, I
one
never
night.
thought he was attractive in the beginning, but I knew he would become attractive. He's totally a pudding.
it's Sixth Sense. No, that term is not going to catch on. Pudding is not sexy.
Oh,
I
there's a
don't
few
care.
terms that are going to catch on. Pudding and crust.
Wait, why is pudding not? Why can't that be sexy?
Because it's a blob. Pudding's just a blob.
But you could eat it off somebody.
You can eat anything off somebody if we want to really get technical here.
But what makes eating pudding off somebody sexy? I can eat crust off people.
Yeah, but then your mouth is going to be dry and crusty.
Have one person you eat crust off of, and then move to the pudding.
Exactly. One person has crust, one person has pudding. It's a balanced diet, but neither of which should be eaten off of people.
Okay. Well, he's a pudding.
Okay.
So yeah. So Narnia and Harry Potter are totally my nerdums. Yeah. I love books.
Okay.
If I didn't have 2 kids at home, I'd probably be reading all the time, outside in the sun, baking away, getting crusty.
Hey, that works.
Mhm.
All right. So this is the part where we just talk about what we did for the week.
Okay.
Did you do anything worthwhile this week, Jackie?
Let's see. I've changed more poopy diapers in the last few days than I ever thought I would. You know,
It's a high poop week.
um,
Why is it an exceptionally high poop week?
our infant has started eating solid foods,
Gotcha.
and we did not want to put her on rice because she's already constipated.
Mm-hmm.
So we started with oatmeal, and needless to say, it goes through her very quickly. This may be TMI.
No, there's nothing. there's nothing we
No such
edit
thing.
out.
Interesting.
So
No such thing.
okay, is that it? Just
That's
some shit and some diapers
that's really yes.
and reading a book every now and then.
What are you currently reading?
So right now I'm actually not reading anything because as sad as that is, I've been reading every night to Mila. Well, actually, that's not really
Well,
sad.
what are we reading?
We're reading kids' books
I
every
know,
night.
what are we reading?
Examples.
So
These are
okay,
books.
so
They're the best. They have pictures.
my oldest daughter is obsessed with anything spooky and anything Halloween. So we actually recently bought Nightmare Before Christmas, the book by
Okay.
Tim Burton. And she is so obsessed with it. And what's kind of sad is we bought it off eBay. So it was from a thrift bookshop on eBay.
Mm-hmm.
And a woman gave this book to her child. We don't know if it was a boy or a girl. And it was for Christmas, and
Mhm.
they gave it up. And I think that's so sad. But this book found a new home into our house.
When did the book come out? When did the movie come out?
The movie came out in like 1992. I'm gonna look
I
it
don't
up.
think so. No, it most certainly did not come out in 92. I want to say 99.
93.
No way.
Really?
Mhm.
Wow.
So that person is what?
We don't know how
What's
old.
math? Yeah, but let's say they were born.
What's math?
Let's say they're born. Who's giving Nightmare Before Christmas to a baby?
Who's reading it to a little kid?
Well, my child is not normal, all right?
Well, maybe that kid wasn't normal. Clearly, they gave up the book.
Well, she's also obsessed with the movie. So,
Mhm.
I
Well-
mean, she gets so sad when Jack Skellington is sad. She's so sad. I mean, she is obsessed with skeletons and, like I said, all things spooky. So, I'm actually looking at your toys right now, and I see Beetlejuice across the way, and I'm wondering in my head to myself, is it too early
No.
to start a 3-year-old
No.
Never
on
too early.
Beetlejuice?
No,
Is she going to be scared?
I
No.
don't think so.
I watched it when it
Beetlejuice-
first came out, and I was little. The Beetlejuice has never been scary.
Yeah, I don't
I
think
don't-
there's anything like super frightening in Beetlejuice.
Okay. Well, we tried to introduce her to Hocus Pocus, but I think it's just a little too. It's not scary, but it's a little too advanced for her.
Have you tried Saw?
No, but you know what? My dad was watching some kind of like fighting movie where there was explosions and like ninjas beating each other up, and she was like glued to the TV. And I'm like, why are you letting my 3-year-old watch this? And he's like, why are you criticizing me?
That seems like something your dad would
Yeah,
do.
it sounds about right. All right, babe.
All right.
What do
My,
you-
my week?
Yeah, well, I don't even remember what I did this week.
I bought paint this week. Or
I don't
that
know.
Was,
I
might have
think
been
we bought that
week.
last week, and we were
We
supposed
did.
to paint the room this week because I think this is the third podcast. We've talked about this damn room 3 times now,
Yes.
and it has yet to get painted.
It has yet to get painted. That I read a children's book by Neil Gaiman that I really liked, and then gifted to someone.
Was it Coraline?
No,
Was it Neverwhere?
it was a little baby book.
Oh.
It's for your kid.
Oh, I haven't opened any of the gifts yet.
Yeah, it's like about a panda that has a
Aw.
sneeze that he's holding in,
Oh, that's
and
so
it's super cute. Yeah, that's about it.
You got a watch?
I got an Apple Watch, my first one, because it's on ridiculous sale. I'm excited to play with it. It only
Fancy.
came today because it was a little slow in the mail, but that's fine. It's the way of the world right now. But I'm really excited to play with my new watch.
Okay. So I don't remember the last podcast we had the car ID bull bar conversation.
Yes.
But I think the day after I called them. No, the day after I got the email saying that. Okay, so let's start from the beginning. They had the bull bar. I called them. They wouldn't return it. They had to contact the other manufacturer, all that stuff. They send me an email saying, you can't return it. It's past 30 days. Mind you, they've been stringing me along for 2 months.
Mm.
So I called them, cussing left and right. I don't even let them speak. I just pick up the phone and I start cussing, like everything I could think of. About 10 minutes after yelling at him this long time, he was like, now that you're done, I just want to let you know that there was a miscommunication and the person who sent you that email had no idea of this conversation. So I had to apologize over and over. And they said they'd let me know by Friday. Friday, nothing. So I was like, I'll give them till Monday. Monday, nothing. What's today, Tuesday?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'm getting ready to send them, go through PayPal to screw them over. And I get the email. So now I can return it, get my money back. They still haven't processed the return for the brackets that never showed. So I have $500 to spend on other things, like more equipment.
More
Yeah.
toys.
Oh, those are already pre-ordered. I already in the last 2 days, I already pre-ordered $175 worth of stuff. But it's only 2 toys, so
Okay, only 2 toys.
it's only 2 toys, and they're on pre-order, so I won't get them till December.
Mm-hmm. And in December, when I ask you how much were these toys, you'll be like, they were pre-ordered, so it doesn't even matter.
Did I not tell you the price?
You did.
Okay.
You did. And
I even showed them to you, and
And
you
I
were
said it was
completely underwhelmed.
I was completely underwhelmed. It's normal when you show me some certain toys. Certain toys are very underwhelming.
How about a giant statue of a snake? Is it overwhelming? Can you not handle the sexiness?
I can't handle it at all, especially when you do it when I'm in the middle of something and you just walk in with a giant snake. You know, it's just...
So, what is the snake?
So, my dad's parents, I think my mom worked in a thrift shop, and they picked this up years ago. And from the moment I saw it, when they lived down in Lower Delaware, in like I don't even know what it was, like a double wide trailer kind of house situation. They had this, and they brought it home when my dad was there, and I was there spending like a weekend or something. I saw it, and I was like, I want that. And I got it eventually. So that's the snake. That's the whole story.
It looks possessed.
It does. If you hold it at the right angle, the eyes like just light up. It's awesome.
They're glittering from this corner, and I don't like it.
Are we sure that there's no demon in it?
We'll find out. I don't know.
I also want to know. I kind of don't want it in the house tonight.
Do we need like a Ouija board?
No, those aren't allowed in the house.
No Ouija board.
Demon snakes are, but not Ouija boards.
Why?
However,
But Ouija board is made by Parker Brothers. Why
Can
is that
we-
not allowed?
Can we keep him in the garage tonight? Can he stay there till we're
babe,
sure?
I promise you, I'll put him in the garage.
Tonight
Yes.
before we go to sleep,
Yes.
and he'll stay there.
I can't guarantee that he's going to stay there on his own. He's probably going to wake up. You're going to wake up. He's going to be next to you.
God.
I'm just saying. I got to come up with a name for him, though.
Ka.
No, that's no.
That's from Jungle Book.
Roger.
No. Roger sounds more like it.
Roger the Snake.
But yeah, so I picked that up today because I went down to Delaware and climbed in a shed full of ants, spider webs, and mysterious brown dust that got everywhere. I had to take, I felt so nasty. It was the most disgusting thing ever. And then we're in there and it's hot. It's maybe like a 8x6 shed. So it's hot. I'm digging through all the stuff and there's ants all over the place. So my dad goes and gets a can of Raid. I'm like, don't spray that. I'm in here. He was like, so I go out and I'm sorting through toys and shit. And he goes in there, he's just spraying everywhere. So then I go back in, and I'm not only hot, but I'm breathing in Raid. So,
If your head hurts tonight, we're going to know why.
because I'm inhaling Raid.
Clearly.
Do you know who loves snakes?
I feel like this is a joke.
I don't think
I
it's
don't-
a joke. I think I know the answer, and I think that you know the answer.
Nicolas Cage.
I
I was waiting. Like, you
I-
didn't know the answer
I
that she was going to say?
assume that much, but Cinder, shut up. I assume that much, but why does he like snakes? Does he have snakes?
He does have snakes, and he's often seen at a pet shop in Las Vegas, or actually like in the suburbs of Las Vegas, buying stuff for his snakes. And now I sound like a total creeper, but
Anyone who knows you already knows that you are.
I'm not as creepy as these other fans.
The fact that he has other fans
Okay.
is
It's-
crazy to
It's
think
just
of.
crazy in general.
So my interest in Nicolas Cage is I find him attractive, pudding and all. And when I say attractive, I think he's probably the sexiest guy in Hollywood.
That is
That is a
incorrect.
bold.
I said I
statement.
think he is, okay? I know other people don't feel the same
and
way.
I'm telling you, you're wrong.
Okay. Then I'm wrong in my own mind. Okay.
Yes.
So I find him very attractive. I think he is an amazing actor, and I think he's very charismatic. And I really like how he becomes these characters for the roles that he takes on. And so that's where my interest lies with him. I would love to become friends with him. And when I say friends, I actually just mean friends, even though I find him very sexy. So I become, I started following this Facebook group, Nicolas Cage fans. And, I follow it to see what movies he's going to be in. People upload information about, like what's going on. There's pictures, just like normal stuff. But then you have these foreign women who are taking pictures of him and photoshopping their heads onto bodies of women who are in the pictures with him.
Okay.
That's creepy. See, I don't do that.
You're not good with Photoshop, though, right? Do you want me to
No,
do
no,
it for you?
no,
Is
I
that
really-
what you're saying?
I really don't. No, I may not be the best at Photoshop, but I'm damn good at putting my cousin's head on top of beer bottles
Yes.
and soda bottles in pictures.
broom
but-
handles.
And broom handles, whatever just seems to be lying
these,
around.
So these people, you're disgusted by these women and probably some men who Photoshop themselves into his photos.
It's weird.
What if we just Photoshopped him into your photos? Would that be better?
No, because it's just
you're
creepy.
you're just okay with like his face on your pillows.
No, okay.
Your
Shower
shower
curtain.
curtain.
I don't
your-
I don't have a shower curtain, okay? First of all, I have a shower door. But the pillows and stuff, I have to address that. I have never once purchased any Nicolas Cage merchandise for myself. I have a pillow in my house that my husband purchased for me, okay? It's weird. My daughter has confiscated it and she loves it. She sleeps on it, she cuddles it. It's weird. And she knows, I'm like, "Who is this?" And she goes, "Nicolas Cage." Okay? And she's obsessed with watching him fall into or jump into the Hudson River in National Treasure. She just likes that scene.
He
Okay,
was in that. I don't remember that movie
it
too
was
well.
fantastic.
National Treasure is actually one of his better movies.
No, I think his best movie would be
Face Off.
no,
That's my
The
favorite.
Rock
The Rock is good.
or Con Air. That's
yes.
about it.
But no, National Treasure was also amazing, and I think it's because I'm a historian. So to see him as a historian for me is just like
Gotcha.
total pudding.
Lovely.
I'm making pudding happen. All right, it's
we'll just
happening.
make it. He's chunky pudding.
He's not chunky.
pudding.
He's fit and
Who
thin.
says- what's that got to do with that?
When is-
Pudding
wait,
is pudding.
pudding is
svelte?
not- Pudding is not supposed to be chunky. If it's chunky, then
There's
it may
crust
be
in it.
way,
If you-
way past expiration.
If you are
He is.
saying,
I'm sorry,
if
but
you
he
are
is.
saying something is pudding, that indicates a certain fattiness. to
No,
it.
No.
Pudding is
Pudding
a
is-
fattening thing.
Yeah, but when, first of all, oh my God, we're just that's
He's a total
We're just-
snack pack, okay?
Okay, a snack pack I will take. Fine. I will settle for snack
Anyway,
pack.
so I have this pillow that I let my daughter, confiscated. But then my brother and sister-in-law gave me for Christmas 2 pillow covers that are sequenced. And so if it's one way, it's all sequins. If it's the other way, it's Nicolas Cage as a banana peel.
What? I've never even seen
I
this.
can't even fathom what
Okay.
that might look like.
It's very bizarre. When you get a moment, look it up. It's very
Okay.
strange. But so they sit in my storage unit because I'm like, well, what am I supposed to do with these? Like, I'm not going to put them on display in my house.
You need a whole room. Just
I don't.
one room.
I'm not creepy. I'm not like these girls.
No, no, you are. I got
I'm
you.
not creepy.
No, here you go. You wanted Narnia, right? What you
Yes.
need to do is have like a wardrobe where you open the door, you climb through it, and it leads to a secret room of all Nicolas Cage stuff.
You know what? When we were looking at houses, there was actually a house that had a secret passageway that led to some room that you could never know existed looking outside the house. And if I had owned that, that could have been my
You can
Nicolas
build one.
Cage. Listen, I'm not going to build a Nicolas Cage shrine, okay? It's weird.
It's your own personal
I told you,
Narnia.
I would actually like to be friends with him, and I don't think he wants to be friends with someone who has a shrine of him.
He probably would.
I don't think so.
He probably would. He'd give you a locket of his hair.
That's disgusting. I don't want a locket of his hair.
It'll be his chest hair.
Ew. That's so beyond disgusting. But he's sexy. But I don't want lockets of his hair. What am I going to do with that?
So what would you say your favorite movie of his is National Treasure because he's a historian?
National Treasure, and it's also a good story. But I also do love Con Air, The Rock, Face Off, Gone in 60 Seconds.
I never liked that movie,
I like that movie.
but I don't like Angelina Jolie,
no, you don't.
so that's probably why.
That is probably the reason why you don't like it. And she is a predominant character within that film. So
Don't want to answer that phone call.
That was my mom calling.
So what did put her on?
No, that's okay.
So what's his worst movie?
Well,
If you could only pick
if
one.
you could only pick,
I know there's at least 40.
I could tell you my.
so there have been many recent movies that are not the best. There's a few. I feel like that he was cast in just to have his name on the bill,
Right, to sell.
right, to sell, but he literally had like 5 lines in the whole movie. I don't remember the name of it because it was so bad, but it was about his wife getting pregnant, or they have like a nanny or something, and she goes crazy and tries to kill them. Like, he barely
Okay.
says anything in the movie. And then there's a movie called Between Worlds.
Okay.
It was horrendous. I mean, I felt like, I don't want to say this because it was Nicolas Cage, but I felt like I wasted, 2 hours of my life
Nice.
watching it. And it was about his wife died, and he ends up sleeping with this woman who tries to bring her daughter back from death. Her daughter comes back, but possessed by his ex-wife, something like that. And he ends up banging this woman and her daughter, who is actually possessed by his ex-wife. And it's a very strange movie.
Wait, sorry. So his wife died, and
Or girlfriend, whatever
or
she
whatever.
was.
Let's
yeah.
just go with wife. So then he started banging this woman, and then that woman's daughter.
Yes. I mean,
What?
that's like every
Did he
guy's...
write this screen?
No.
He wrote the script.
No.
He's like, I'm just gonna have sex with her daughter. It's gonna get weird.
Well, he does like younger women. He is engaged now to a 26-year-old.
How old is he?
54 or 55. Maybe.
He seems older.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, he does.
No, he doesn't. He's not crusty yet, okay?
So, what role would you want to see him in?
Well, they just announced National Treasure 3 would be, would be in the works soon.
What's that gonna be? Like, what are they gonna find the cure for COVID?
No. So in National Treasure 2, there was a book that was the presidential book. And there was something on a specific page that he was supposed to look at as a favor to the president.
Okay.
And I'm assuming that that's what National Treasure 3 is going to be about. But I want to be in it.
All right, somebody.
If only I knew somebody.
We have like 10 people that listen to this somehow, some way. So
All right, so
one of them's Nicolas Cage.
10
I'm just going to
people
throw
out
that out
there.
there.
10 people out there. Okay, don't break my heart like that, okay?
No, he's
So,
listening. He's listening to you
10
right
people
now.
out there. You know what? I would love to get into acting, specifically in National Treasure 3. So, just hit me up. And
You want to play a role of someone's his girlfriend's and then his
No,
girlfriend's daughter.
he has Diane Kruger is his counterpart in National Treasure, and she is a very beautiful woman.
I don't know who that is.
I don't find her that attractive, but
I do.
I could see where you would say that.
Yes. She's very beautiful.
Okay, I'll take your word for it. I have no idea who she is. We're all over the place with this.
You're just all over Nicolas Cage on this.
No, we were like the outline that we do, because I like to my OCD does take control. So Nicolas Cage conversation, because you're on here, was definitely going to be part of it, but it was at the end. So now we moved it to, I don't even know where we're at with this. But we'll just jump back and forth.
TV shows we are currently watching.
Go ahead.
Umbrella Academy.
I don't like it.
You don't like
Do you
the
watch
new
it?
season?
So I watched the first season, part of it,
Mm-hmm.
and I have to tell you, I started watching it, I started getting into it, and then I couldn't get into it anymore. I did not like it, and I think it's
Me either.
weird, and kind of like, I feel like I'm moving through Jell-O watching it, and I don't know how else
Okay.
best to describe that, but it's
No,
just...
well, spoiler alert. Season 2 is season 1.
Oh, okay.
It's the same plot. It's the
don't
same exact.
think so.
They even say it's the same plot in the show. They
it
say
has
it's the same
a
plot.
similar plot, but they change it up. Like they're in a different time period.
Doesn't matter. It's the same stupid show.
I like it. I think it's good. I like the characters. I like Vanya, and I like the idea behind like they're not really brothers and sisters, but they brought them together, and they all have different superpowers. I think it's a good. I think it's a good show. I think it has like good stories that go along with it.
The whole story is the overlapping arc of the season, which is then repeated for season 2.
But it's different. It's a different.
It's Jell-O.
They have to save the world
Yeah,
from a specific thing.
but it's a different way to look at that specific thing.
Okay. All right, I'll watch it with you, but if season 3 comes out and they have to save the world again...
Okay, we won't watch season 3 if it's the same. If it's the same storyline...
Well, I feel like any superhero thing is they have to save the world.
No, but this is very... Like, I don't want to...
This is a particular event
I don't
that
wanna
they
give
have to save the world.
too much
for.
away because it's new.
Mm-hmm.
It just came out, but like it's the same thing.
Is it Vanya destroying the world?
Not in season...
Not that we know about,
Not that
Okay.
we know about yet.
but it's very particular, and it's trash.
I like it.
What else are we watching besides Golden Girls?
Golden Girls, which is lovely.
You have-
America's Got Talent.
We haven't. You have yet to watch The Boys.
The
I'm gonna
Boys,
start watching that without you.
of course. We also have to start the new season of Lucifer.
I love Lucifer.
I liked Lucifer until it went over to Netflix.
Oh,
There's certain.
I watched it on Netflix, and I binge watched it up until the first week that my most recent child was born.
Did you finish it? Did you finish the
I
show?
did. We're waiting on the next season, right?
It came out on Friday.
Well, I know what I'm watching while I do the dishes. By the way, when I do the dishes, that's my me time.
I watch Golden Girls while I do dishes.
I don't do dishes.
Clearly.
Yay.
I don't let my husband do dishes. He does them wrong.
I do them right.
I
She
like-
does them wrong.
I let Chris do the dishes all the time. I have no problems with it.
I just don't like emptying the dishwasher.
Yeah.
That's my thing. Like, if she empties the dishwasher, I'll do all the dishes. But it's emptying.
It's like you don't live here and don't know where the dishes go when you do empty the dishwasher.
You put things in wrong places. Like, they shouldn't go there. It would work better.
If you
I don't want to mess with your kitchen.
If you
My
have
OCD will
a
stay to
better
other places.
system for the dishes in the kitchen, I would be all ears. Please offer up suggestions of where you would like things to go.
Look, just give me like a couple days. I'll rip everything out, put everything back,
Okay, fine.
and then in a couple weeks I'll redo it because
Because everything has to change positions every couple of months.
Yes.
Such as this lovely, the kid cave.
Yes.
No other room ever gets organized because the kid cave has to change positions every couple of months.
Yes, and it's going to change now. It's going to change tomorrow.
Is that what happens when people come over? Like, she says, we need to clean, and then you start cleaning like your what is a display of toys, and that's what
No,
he does cleaning.
There's always stuff of mine up on the kitchen table or the dining room table, so I always take that down here. And while I'm down here, I'm like, oh, I can rearrange this, rearrange that, and then I'm down here for the rest of the time.
So when we have people over, my husband, for some reason, I'm like, hey, we need to clean. So he'll disappear, and I'll find him like scrubbing the laundry floor or something so stupid that nobody's ever going to see. I don't know. And I'm like, what are you doing? And he's like, it needs to be done. I'm like,
there you go. He's taking initiative.
okay.
Good for
I'm
him.
like, no, we need to dust this. We need to mop that. And he'll be, I don't know, like cleaning the
that floor needed scrubbed.
cleaning and fixing the garage door or something that's been, sitting there problem free up until people have to come.
No, cleaning for Chris goes something like this. There's a lot of stuff in this room. Nobody goes into this other room. So I'm going to put all the stuff from this room into the other room.
Yes.
And then when I want to clean the other room, that stuff that's in that other room is going to go back to that other room.
That's called parenthood.
Everything is a puzzle. You gotta fix this area to get that area, so you gotta move that stuff over here. That's all it is.
But I want both rooms to be clean.
Eventually they will. Once you move things around long enough, everything fits in their slots. It's like
It's like playing Tetris with
Tetris. No, think of like sifting for gold. You're sifting sand. Not all of it's going to go through right away. You got to keep going. And every once in everything will fall into place. And when you're done, you're left with $1 billion of gold out of that river.
Well, we've lived in this house for almost 6 years, and I'm still waiting.
It doesn't happen overnight. This house will be done by the time we move out.
Interesting.
When we retire in 35 years.
So
It'll be done.
We're trying to minimize the stuff in our house.
So am I.
Minus the books and my husband's extracurricular activities. So
Scrubbing the floor.
Yes, scrubbing the laundry floor or fixing the garage door. So we're trying to minimize stuff, and I'm standing there in the room, right? I'm standing in the room, and I'm looking around. I'm like, all right, what can I get rid of to make this room less cluttered, right? So I'm looking around the room. I'm like, okay, we have a bunch of books, but they're all on the shelves. All right, so all that's neat, okay? I'm like, all right, well, what else do we have in this room? I'm like, all right, we have picture frames, but I'm not going to get rid of picture frames. They're nice frames,
Right.
Pictures of family, friends. And then I'm looking around the room. I'm like, there is nothing else in this room but all these goddamn toys. There's toys everywhere. There's thousands of toys
Toys
everywhere.
are important.
No, they're not
Toys are very
collectible. They're
important.
not collectible toys.
It doesn't matter if they're
like-
collectibles. You should see. Look, I went home. I went to my parents' house, and I have these toys from my childhood. I don't even know what they are. They're these people that transform into triangles. All right, and I'm keeping them because they're awesome.
Any toy can be a collectible. in
No,
this
Exactly.
house.
No, our floor looks like a damn Lego graveyard. Okay.
Nothing wrong with that.
No, it's terrible. Have you ever stepped on a Lego in the middle of the night barefoot?
All the time. It lets you. It wakes you up, and it lets you know you're alive.
All right.
And here's the thing: I sleepwalk all the time, so it helps. Like I just step and like, shit. All right, I'm awake now.
Oh, look,
So-
I stepped on Lego.
So my daughter, she doesn't understand how to clean up yet, right? So we're trying to tell her to clean, trying to encourage her. And my encouragement is like, if you don't pick this up in 5 minutes, it's going in the trash. And of course, it leads to a lot of crying.
Right.
And then she's like slowly cleaning it, which leads to me cleaning it.
Right.
Because she's crying. But she has all these calico critters everywhere.
I love those are the flock things, right?
Yes.
I will take them off her hands. I will trade her some triangle
will take
people.
That. Oh my God, she will fight you for them.
She handed me one.
Right, because she didn't know you were going to take it.
She said I could have it. She literally said, "Here, this is yours now. You can have it."
No,
she
she didn't mean it.
You're
She
awesome,
did not mean it.
And I'll come and I'll get one of your triangle people later.
Listen, you can't give him a flock toy and expect him. He
I
literally
petted that the whole
held
night long.
That toy for like 4 or 5 hours and just pet it the entire time.
Yeah. That the He-Man, the purple panther right there. He's missing spots of fur because I rubbed it off. I don't know if you can see it from that angle, but yeah.
That
Yeah.
panther thing,
Yeah.
yes.
And that's why I don't take Chip and Dale's flocked up there in that box. I don't take them out because they will have no fur left. I'll just sit
All
there.
right.
And
So when I
pet
get rid
them.
of these calico
I'll
critters,
take 'em.
they're coming here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why would you do that to me?
I got space. I will have space after I rearrange everything a couple more times.
You are a mess.
Look, it makes sense. Not that anyone can see what's going on right now, but this couch is going to go over there, which will open up that back back wall has space, so it'll open up that shelf, and this will go there, and it'll be perfect.
Wait. We need to address the elephant in the room.
I don't know if I have an
Where
elephant.
did you get the Toys R Us sign on your wall?
The Toys R Us sign came from Toys R Us.
Well, obviously, but did you like steal it?
No, we do not steal in this household. It was acquired.
Mm-hmm.
Well after Toys R Us had no use for it.
Got it.
It may have disappeared from a previous Toys R Us in the middle of the night. We don't know.
And look, Toys R Us isn't missing it.
Clearly.
So also, once the couch is over there, you have that nice big Toys R Us sign right behind it.
Interesting.
So
I miss Toys R Us.
everyone misses Toys R Us.
Well, not the kids today. They're so
No.
used
They
to
don't use
Amazon.
toys. Well,
And
kids don't play with
also,
toys anymore.
Nobody young kids don't get never got taken to Toys R Us. Why? Because Toys R Us was expensive, and parents would take their kids to Walmart or they'd take their kids to Target, and then they could shop for themselves and they could buy toys for their child. That was the problem with Toys R Us. They never lowered their prices.
No. It's the parents' fault. What you just said. The parents will take them to Walmart so they can shop for themselves, and then the kids. If the parents were into toys, then they both could shop at the same store.
Or you could just fix the problem and not take your kid to the store with you. Because it's a disaster.
I wouldn't know. But if it's anything like me in the toy aisle when there's not a toy on the shelf and I'm throwing a fit and laying on the ground crying, I can understand.
Many Target fits have been had
You mean as an adult?
as an adult.
As in, like, the last month.
As in, like, we went to...
Trying to find figures that are released but not available.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
Have you acquired yet the My Little Pony Stranger Things?
I don't know what that is.
He doesn't like Stranger Things.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, then I guess you
I
wouldn't.
do. I was looking. They have a My Little Pony Optimus Prime and a My Little Pony Ghostbusters. Might have to get one of those.
Is that out now?
I don't know. I gotta look. I think it's pre-order. I don't know if
Interesting.
it's out yet. But
You didn't show me those.
yeah, I did.
I would like to see them.
Okay. Can I get them?
We'll talk about it later.
Like, so I'm boycotting a certain toy company because this whole thing about not having them in the store. So I'm canceling an order for a thing that's like $120. She sees it. She's like, "Oh, but I like that one." So
What toy is this? Or
it's a 1/4 Raphael cartoon turtle. So it's about the same size as the one next to Ernest up there, but cartoon version.
Okay.
I mean, I was just gonna get all 4 of them, and put them somewhere.
Somewhere down here next to the other turtles.
You know, I still have a Ninja Turtle cereal bowl from when I was little.
Nice.
I still have one too at my parents'.
So why is it at your parents'? Why isn't it here for Chris to use
Exactly.
for-
You want me to go get the Ninja Turtle bowl this week? I'll go get
No,
it for you.
no, I don't like nerdy things.
I don't think
I
you do.
hate the Ninja Turtles.
I will acquire you a Ninja Turtle cereal bowl. At some
Why do you
point
have
this
to
week.
acquire anything? It's yours.
It is mine. I just have to get it out of my parents' cabinet. And you have one too. I think I got mine from you.
Maybe.
Are they
but
specific turtles, or what is it? Just a generic?
I have Michelangelo.
I think they were all Michelangelo because mine is Michelangelo as well.
Maybe.
Okay.
You know, I think it was something you got as in a cereal box. Maybe.
Probably.
Could be.
Because they don't put toys anymore in cereal boxes.
No, they don't. With as much cereals I eat, they don't.
It's very depressing.
Yeah.
I know.
I
But
feel
then
bad
again-
for kids these days.
Then they don't give away, like, Pizza Hut would have like specialty cups. I have 5 cups over there with like hats. You put the straw in. None of that stuff anymore.
I mean, McDonald's kids' meal toys stink now too.
Everything stinks.
They're terrible. And you know what? Chick-fil-A, I love Chick-fil-A, but their equivalent of Happy Meal toys.
Do they have toys?
Okay, not toys, but they give out stuff. So the only thing that I actually enjoyed that they gave out with their kids meal was a Bernstein Bear book. But that's the only good thing that they gave out. My daughter was so disappointed when they pulled out like this ghetto looking measuring cup. It didn't even look like a measuring cup. It just looked like a piece of plastic.
Okay.
And then another thing was like a cooking spoon, like a cooking spoon for like a midget. All right.
What?
Yes. And then there was another thing. There was a set of like 10 cards that they had on each card some kind of conversation starter for the dinner table with your family.
That is
like
pathetic.
That is not a toy.
Like, what 3-year-old, 5-year-old, 7-year-old, like, who wants a pack of cards for conversation starters? Like, hey, Mom, Dad, what's your favorite color and why?
I kind of want to get a hold of those cards. We're just going to have them here, and someone's going to ask everyone.
We're going to
like,
pull out the Chick-fil-A conversation starter cards.
Yeah.
I can make you some conversation starter cards.
No,
if you
I
really
want
want
official
some.
ones.
Oh, okay.
Well, speaking of conversation starters, we have this game at my work when we work with students.
Okay.
And we want to do an icebreaker with them. So what we did was we have a Jenga game, you know, Jenga with the little blocks, and each Jenga has a color on it, like a little dot of color. And then we have like 6 piles of different colors, and in the piles are questions about something, like probing questions.
Okay.
So we get to know them more. And I feel like if we did this at a party with adult beverages and other questions, I think that would be an interesting experience.
If we ever get to that point in life where people have parties again.
Oh, that's so depressing. Well, I think the Russians are still having parties.
Yes, they are. But when we could get like a group of our friends together and do that, we will. We'll have like we have the Jenga set that we
have a lot of Jenga sets. For every year for Christmas, my dad's parents would give us Jenga. So we have like 20 some things of Jenga.
We should just do that with one of the Jenga sets.
Maybe.
But you got to do like good questions, like
we could write the questions on the actual thing too.
Like
so when you pull it out,
one question could be, if Nicolas Cage were a food, what would it be and why?
Well, there you go.
Definitely not pudding.
Whiskey. He would be whiskey.
That's better.
A good whiskey with a side of snack pack pudding.
Curdled milk.
Ew.
That's what we'll go with.
He's not old.
He is old.
He's not old.
He's old.
He is not old.
He is older than 50-something. He's got to be.
No, he's not. He was born in
56.
65.
He's 56.
That's crazy. He's older than that.
Sexy.
He's lying.
Sexy man.
I disagree.
Well, you know what? He's not for everybody. But he is for me.
He's like a good aged whiskey.
He really
Not
is.
everyone will appreciate him.
Okay.
But you will.
All right. So we were having this conversation off the air, off the air, I guess. But no one wants to come on and do the podcast, which is disappointing. Like, they're all scared.
Are they scared to go out in public without a mask, or are they just scared to talk?
They're scared to have a conversation with me, I guess.
I don't think
that's what I'm saying.
I think it's just like the negative connotation of people don't like their voices and they don't want to hear it played a lot. When they don't realize is like, you can come on here and talk and then never have to hear it ever again. Nobody's going to make you listen. So
yeah,
I think
no one's listening anyway.
That's what they're afraid of. People don't like the sound of their own voice. We don't like the sound of our own voices, but we just don't care.
You don't pay attention to that.
Mm-hmm. Not everybody's like you. They can't just let it roll off their shoulders like that. It's just respect people's dislike of their own voice.
No, I'm here to change things. You just got to come on the podcast. I don't even think they listen.
I think they do.
We made Michelle listen.
We did make Michelle listen.
I don't know if I'm going to get Jamie on here somehow.
Oh, we're going to do it.
I sent her like 30 gifts of me crying. Or not me crying, but anyone crying. I just typed in crying. I was like, you don't want to do our podcast? Cry, 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 cry. Mr. T crying.
You know, she lives like down the street from me. I could just kidnap her and bring her here.
Well, she's coming over tomorrow, so...
Why don't you just tie her down and put Buck on her lap? So...
Problem is her husband.
Oh.
He might not like that.
He won't like that. And,
I don't like that. So, we'll get Jamie to do it. She will. Eventually.
we'll
break her down.
We're going to have her record tomorrow.
Well,
She's going to record.
okay.
We got the lock on the door where we just take the key out and she can't get out.
That's true.
So
We can kidnap
she's got to give us
people.
a good hour and then she can leave. I'm good with that.
The lock situation is funny because it's just the deadbolt that you bought the wrong kind of deadbolt full.
I bought one that you need a key on the outside and a key on the inside, so there's not a switch. So you, what is Puck doing? All right, our dog's just being stupid. Yeah, so you need a key on the inside to unlock it or lock it. So if you just take the key out, then huzzah! Why would they make a lock like that unless you want to lock someone inside?
Or if you...
Yeah, there's no reason.
Um,
Welcome to my dungeon.
wait, or to lock like a closet door with stuff in it.
Like a person?
No, if you're...
Why would you need a
Oh,
key?
because it would be on the inside. Oh, yeah, no, but
Yeah, there'd be a key on both sides. There's a key. No, but it's a key on both sides.
Okay, I don't know.
So-
I have to see this magical key.
You'd have
you
to
wanna-
lock. You'd have to go inside the
Maybe
key
it
and
goes to
lock it.
Narnia.
It's
Okay.
definitely a dungeon thing because it's to lock the person in, but the
Yeah.
person that's locked in can't get out.
So maybe it's
Yeah.
like a 50 Shades of Grey sort of thing.
Maybe. I don't know.
There was actually a house for sale in our township that was
The
listed,
dungeon.
Yeah, it was like listed as like this is the 50 Shades of Grey type of house.
Nice.
And he had like all the... the
remember-
house had all the stuff in
I
it.
remember it, it was called the Dungeon House or whatever going up for sale.
Mhm. It was an expensive house, too.
Bet you they had lots of pudding in their fridge.
I'm sure they had a lot of liquid stuff all over the place.
Ew.
Mm-hmm. All right. So speaking of liquid stuff, Cinder has a UTI.
Oh, that's
That's
gross, but-
our one dog. She's yeah, that's you, Cinder. She was peeing all over the floor.
Aw.
So
Yeah.
Is she on antibiotics?
Yeah.
yeah, she threw up the first night, but she'll
And then
be
I
all right.
started giving her yogurt, and she was fine.
Oh.
That was a nice transition. Dungeon to piss on the floor. I mean, they probably do that in the dungeon anyway. And then I bought the extra setup for this so we can have multiple people
Oh.
that no one's gonna come.
I came.
Yeah. So
I will gladly come and talk about Nicolas Cage anytime you want me to.
bring the family. We got extra mics. Just have everyone.
I don't want to bring my child.
Why? I'll give her some toys.
Okay, she will break your toys.
I'll give her toys I don't care about. Look, if Potato Heads and Care Bears survived
She doesn't play with potato heads.
but they're Potato Head kids.
She won't play with them. We have
She'll
Mr. and
play.
Mrs. Potato Head at home.
What about Care Bears and the Cloud Cars?
She's we call her a hurricane because she destroys everything in her path.
It's all right. I got stuff. I'll win her over. I got.
This is my time away from my children. I love my children, but I need me time.
Okay.
This is adult time in a room full of toys.
Yes.
Okay.
Get it right.
Hey, look. This is my time. All right. This is the most social I'll
This
ever
is-
be.
Our time. Get it correct over there.
You with that hand up
This
again.
is for us.
Okay. And then there was silence.
Mm-hmm.
So wait, what else did we do?
So, speaking of like toys that we had as children, you were talking about Miss Potato Head. Childhood toys that they need to bring back exactly as they were before. Let's talk about that. 'Cause
Nothing.
they keep bringing back toys that they change a little bit, like troll dolls. When they redid troll dolls, I hated it. I think that the old troll dolls were perfect.
What
had
did
a
they do
jewel
different?
on the belly. They had the cool hair. Well, they have like the animated faces now. Like
That's because it's a troll movie.
Oh, you're talking about the troll movie.
Yeah, but
like
then
the
they
one doll
recreate-
that I couldn't get.
But they recreated the troll dolls in general because of the troll movie, and I like the old troll dolls with their
But you don't own
Old
any
man.
of the troll dolls.
old man faces. I did when I was a kid.
Where are they?
I don't know. My toys, I have some old toys in my parents' basement, but most of my toys were at my grandparents' house. And when my grandmother died, like my grandpop, I think, just got rid of a lot of my toys that were there.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I like troll dolls, like the old style troll dolls with the jewel in the belly.
So I'll buy some. Good? Yeah?
No, I don't need any. But things that they need to create again. That's the topic. So I said mine, troll dolls. Anybody else?
Go ahead, Jay.
I feel like any toy that they're bringing back is just a disaster. I had when I was little, I had this little Fisher Price recorder. It was white, and it had like green, yellow, blue, red buttons, and you could put a tape in it, and you'd record. It had a little microphone that was red, and they brought it back, except you can't actually record much on it. It doesn't actually record on the tape. It will record a little bit on the recorder itself.
Okay.
But it plays music,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just, something that my husband and I want to set on fire.
Gotcha.
And it's not the same. Like, the tape is a fake tape.
Right.
But, I mean, like, people don't use tapes anymore, so I guess that's why they did that. But then why bring it back?
Right. Change it. Do something different with it.
Right. Like, don't bring it back as, like, a fake, So my mom saw it in the store. She's like, oh, you had so much fun with this when you were little. Let me buy this for your daughter. And she did. And like I said, we want to set it on fire.
Right.
So it made its way back to my mom's house.
There you go. Yeah, I don't think anything they bring back shouldn't be the same because...
It should be new toys. If you're going to do troll dolls, don't call them trolls.
No, they could still be trolls. It's just a
It could be
evolution
trolls,
of them.
But they said it was troll dolls. Like, it made it seem like it was like the older...
Here's the thing, though. You can only make the same thing so many times. You can still buy the old troll dolls and be fine with them. Now they just need to have, like, an evolution. Like, old Transformers. People still buy the old Transformers. They still come out with some of the old retro versions. But people want new things. They want it to look kind of like the old things, but be new. Like, they're coming out with Barnyard Commandos. And I doubt they're going to be the same because I have one up here in the box. It's just a rubber pig with a backpack attached to it. Who's going to buy that now? No one. You got to have like moving arms and all kinds of stuff. So no, when they bring things back, they have to improve it some way somehow. Look at the old Ninja Turtle toys. No movement, no elbows. They stood in like weird positions with their feet and everything.
You just reminded me of this guy that I follow on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
He's a weird dude. So he also likes toys, but when I say he's weird, he only collects Halloween themed stuff.
That's not uncommon.
Okay, but his whole house or apartment, whatever it is all pumpkin stuff.
Okay.
Halloween pumpkin stuff. He drives around going through people's trash. He shops at the thrift shops like every day. Okay, like that's fine. But he posted the other day that he doesn't like when toys move.
Okay.
Because he's like, I don't want to play with the toys. I just want to look at them.
Okay.
So that's what reminded me of him. But I have to say, so I don't know what he did before COVID.
Mm-hmm.
I know he's out of work because of that. So he's published 2 children's books in the meantime.
Okay, that's
And
not creepy.
No. They were cute books. They're
Okay.
Halloween books, and so he's
I'm a guy who collects Halloween stuff. My whole house is Halloween.
That's
I
creepy.
I don't like them to move, so that's a creepy factor. Now I'm gonna write children's books.
So-
that's complete linear.
They're like spooky children's books.
Okay.
Okay, about like a ghost boy, bone girl, or something. I don't know.
Okay.
And a ghost dog, something like that. And I followed him because my daughter likes his books,
Mm-hmm.
and also he's local to my area. He lives,
Okay.
in somewhere in the vicinity, and that's how I found out about his books. So I sent him a meme on Instagram about Halloween being fairly soon.
Mm-hmm.
And he says to me, I don't like memes. I'm like, okay, like not like ha ha ha, thanks for the meme, or cool,
Mm-hmm.
because I don't like memes. And as a rule of thumb, I don't share them or don't look at them. I'm like, okay, why? And he goes, they're too mom for me.
Mom.
Yes. I'm like, what does that mean? He goes, I don't know. They're just, something moms do. And I started laughing. I was like, well, I didn't realize I was too mom,
So,
and
all right, I have a goal for this podcast. I don't need anyone else on this thing. I need him sitting right there, and I need to have a conversation with him. He just seems like the type of guy that I'm going to get something weird out of.
he's so weird. Okay. So I said to him, I didn't realize I was too mom. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And for the record, like, yes, I am a mom. And now with a baby, like, my shirts often have like drool or spit up on them. It's just what happens.
Sorry, we're not
But-
moms, and we have that too.
Right,
That's all right.
exactly.
Sure.
But I have a master's. I'm a historian. I'm published by Cambridge, so it's not exactly the stereotypical mom.
Right.
Okay, but I am a mom.
Yeah.
I love my kids. Whatever.
Shame on you
So-
for that.
Shame on me.
Why would
So
you do such things?
so I didn't realize that I was too mom. And so he says, you're one step away from clipping stuff out of newspapers and clipping cartoons out of newspapers and snail mailing them to your friends.
First of all, that sounds awesome. And I used to
Wait, what?
I used to cut out comics all the time. I have like binders of them.
So,
What's wrong with that?
well, listen, so I didn't know what to say. I was like, okay, it's just rude, kind of. Like, 'cause
How
he
old is
did-
this guy?
Probably around the same age as me.
Okay.
Maybe older, maybe a little younger. I don't know.
That's weird.
So I'm like, okay, just kind of like a weird comment to say to somebody. We're not
Right.
friends. Or just
Have you had
following him.
conversations with him before, or is this the first?
No, I comment on each other's stuff. That's it.
Gotcha, okay.
Like, I don't know him. I've never met him
Right.
in person. So like, if you had said that to me, I know who you are. Like,
Right.
it would be funny, and
Yeah.
then I would probably poke fun of something that you do.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay. So my response was, okay. That's it. And then I didn't say anything. So he sends me a voice message on Instagram.
Can you do that?
A voice message
Yeah,
on Instagram?
in the direct messages.
Oh,
So he
wow.
sends me like this voice thing, half-assing an apology, saying, I'm sorry that you're upset that I don't like memes. And I'm
There's
like,
the best kind of. I'm sorry that you feel bad.
I'm sorry
So-
that you feel that way.
so I'm like, I'm not offended that you don't like memes. Like, I could care less whether he likes memes or
Right.
not. Like, this is not offensive to me. But, it's kind of a little offensive that I'm too mom when the
Right.
only people who are buying your books are people who are moms.
Right. Yeah. It's children books. Yeah.
Like-
Well, like
You're insulting the key demographic to your audience.
Exactly.
Like, it has nothing to do with the fact that you
No.
don't like memes.
that's not the demographics. His purpose is to sell children's books to dads. Moms aren't
Maybe.
supposed to buy them.
You know what? It's totally possible. And I have to pull up his Instagram for you because he's completely a wackadoodle.
I'm definitely adding him.
He's a wackadoodle.
I'm gonna send him so many damn memes. It's gonna be ridiculous.
He's gonna say you're too mom.
I am too mom.
Hold on.
I'm gonna send him a meme every 5 minutes until he comes on the show.
Oh my goodness.
Please don't.
All right. So I'm just passing this along. I'm not saying his name on here because,
I really want to
That's
though.
respectful.
and like, not everything he posts is like outrageously weird. Some of it's cool, but he's just a weird dude.
I don't-
Wait, so he won't he won't post memes, but he'll post memes that don't have words to them, like a pumpkin in a baby carriage. Like there's supposed to be words with that, but he'll post that.
Because that's not too mom, maybe.
But memes are too moms, so I don't understand how pictures on Instagram aren't.
Isn't it the point of Instagram, like memes?
Yeah, I don't I don't understand. It does not compute in my head how you can equate a meme to being mommy. Like, I would understand if you sent him a meme with a mother in it, but all memes are to mom? Like,
There has to be a meme on here. I'm just scrolling through that. He has to have a legitimate meme on here. I'm gonna call his ass out.
So, I mean, I wouldn't say I'm too mom. I like dad jokes though.
dad jokes.
Who doesn't love dad jokes?
A good dad joke at the right time. Is
I mean,
I get
how much does a chimney cost?
a clean sweep. Is that right?
No.
Oh,
stacks.
No, it's free. It's on the house.
oh. There's one I gotta play for. I gotta do for you, babe.
Good.
But no. It involves in-person stuff. It's not not just a verbal joke.
Oh, okay. I don't know if I trust that, but okay.
No, I got it from one of Bobby's videos, and it's hilarious.
Oh, okay.
I laughed for like 10 minutes from it, so it'll be just fine.
Okay. Do you have any other dad jokes?
No, I'm not really good at jokes.
Not dad jokes?
I like hearing them, but I'm not really good. I don't have like a pocket to pull them out of.
Do you know what 50 Cent did when he got hungry?
I don't know.
58.
See, that's gold.
Did you know ants don't get sick?
Why don't ants
Yeah,
get sick?
It's because of their little antibodies.
that was not that good, but it's all right. You gotta take the good with the bad.
I only remember the one.
What?
What do you call a frog who lost his car?
Okay, you say this is the only one you know, and you say it all the time, so I should remember it, but I never remember it.
What do you call a frog that lost his car?
What?
Toad.
Wah, wah,
Exactly.
wah.
I feel like I should remember that, but
Yeah.
Only one I remember. All right.
where did we get on this? How did we get on that? Oh, him. I don't even know how we got on him.
No, we got on him because he said that he doesn't like toys that bend their elbows. and
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
Yes.
That's weird.
He's weird.
Clearly. You explain that. So, what else we got? Oh, the trailers. Are you into like any of the hero movies at all, or the comic book movies?
So I love comic book stuff.
Mm-hmm.
What I like the comic book movies and shows, and I know some of them are super cheese,
Yeah.
but I still like them.
Okay.
But are you going to bring up the Wonder Woman trailer?
I haven't seen that yet. I watched the Batman,
The new Batman, yeah.
the Suicide Squad teaser, which is going to be awesome because it's James Gunn.
Ooh.
And it's got Idris Elba and Nathan Fillion in it.
Oh my God. I didn't see that yet. I'm
Michael
so
Rourke.
excited.
And
All of that sounds amazing.
other people, and he says it's the biggest budget film he's ever done.
I'm
so it'll be
so excited.
so we'll see. And then the Snyder cut of Justice League. Saw the trailer for that. That'll be out on HBO Max.
I don't think I've seen any of those trailers.
The Suicide Squad's not really a trailer. It's kind of like a
It's kind of like
This
that,
is what's
gonna
gonna happen.
5 seconds they show.
oh,
of
and
movies.
Black Adam with The Rock.
Yes.
But that's not a real trailer either.
That's
It's just
not
kind
a
of
real
like teaser
trailer.
things from the DC fan
But I saw
thing.
glimpses of like him, the pictures of him as Black Adam. That looked cool.
Yeah, I don't know anything. I'm not big into DC, so I know nothing about Black Adam.
I don't know anything about it either, but we like The Rock, so
Yeah, we're gonna watch it.
we're definitely
We're
gonna
gonna
watch
watch
it.
it.
But
But-
you're the one that recommended Supergirl to me.
Oh, the
Oh,
show?
the TV show.
Yeah, what do you think about it?
I haven't seen it. The
Oh.
only shows we watch. We used to watch Arrow. It got weird. We watched Gotham. It got weird. And that's it. Now we're watching Doom Patrol. What's the other?
We finished Doom Patrol and
Yeah.
it was really good.
And then what's the? Are we watching another DC?
I think that was it.
Yeah, so we haven't watched. I heard Batgirl is trash, I think. But I've heard a little bit of whispers of good things about Supergirl, but I don't know anything about it.
I like it, but like I said, there's some parts of it that's super cheese.
Yeah.
And I think they got a little preachy with like whatever's socially acceptable these days or politically correct, and
Yeah, most.
and it's they were pushing things a little bit too much. Just I like for example, with the immigrants or transgender stuff, which
Gotcha.
like you may be pro that or against it, but even when you're pro it, it's just you're watching a show, you kind of want to get away from everything that you've been seeing in the
Right.
news. And
Yeah, the one movie that speaking of The Rock, he was in a movie called Snitch. Don't watch it. It's not
Okay.
good. But it would be such a good movie, but they threw so much like propaganda into it that it ruined it about snitching on people and all that other stuff. So it kind of was like, I hate things like that. Once
Right.
once you
And
start
even-
putting in,
and
like
even
even
if
if you're for
you're-
the message,
Exactly.
it can ruin it because you just want to watch something and enjoy it. You don't want to get smacked in the face over and over again.
Right.
It takes away from it because you watch things to get, like you said, you watch things for enjoyment purposes. Like I don't want when I watch these things, I'm not looking to hear that or see that. I want
Right. You're watching a comic book TV show. I just want to like turn off my brain and enjoy some action and some stuff.
I'm not watching fantasy to get reality.
Right.
Yeah.
I feel the same way when actors talk politics.
Right.
Like, I agree with you. I like what you're saying. However, I don't like that you are saying it because I don't want to know your politics.
I agree. And I don't want to. I don't want this podcast
No,
to
it's not
be
gonna be.
political.
It's not.
But there are two celebrities that I will follow, and I don't agree with anything they have to say. But it's so enjoyable, even when they're making fun of me and whatever else. It's Tim Woods
Okay.
and Kevin Sorbo on Twitter. Their accounts are on point. Like they say things that offend me all the time, but the way they say it is just so funny that I like everything they do.
Now I'm going to have to check that out.
You'll like it. Yeah. So that was my political spiel. Where?
We're talking about trailers.
Oh yeah. So the Batman is the one with the
Robert
the
Pattinson.
twinkle guy.
The Twinkle guy.
Yeah, from Twilight.
So why'd you call him a Twinkle guy?
Doesn't he twinkle? Don't
in
they
Twilight,
twinkle?
the vampire
Sparkle.
Sparkle.
That's
Yeah.
just
That's why he called him the Twinkle guy.
Twinkle Batman. But like he'll be a fine Batman, but I don't like the hair. He needs to cut the hair.
The hair does look a bit greasy
Well, it's long, and I mean,
It's long and
Look,
limp
it's-
in the
it's-
trailer, but
it's fair. Like he it's a different look for a Batman, and we were just talking about you can't produce the same thing over and over again, so it's fine. But I'll get used to it.
I think the trailer was very promising. I think it looks
was.
good. It has high potential. Plus, it's not doing the voice thing that drove you crazy with Christian Bale.
God, I hate that guy.
I neither care nor, not care for Christian Bale. He's just
I don't like him.
Plays no role in my life.
I like the Batman movies.
He
That's
ruined.
about it.
If there was a different person playing Batman in the Dark Knight trilogy or whatever, I would have liked it. But he ruined it for me. His voice, like his Batman and his face. I just
don't like Christian Bale.
He's one of the ones I don't like.
That's fair, but you watched him, which is fair.
No, we're not going back to Leonardo DiCaprio. Okay.
We're going to at some point.
No, we're not. I'm not watching anything.
Why?
I don't want to. I don't like him. He
Does-
annoys me.
You've never seen him in anything.
We had this
He's a
conversation.
really good actor, but I heard he's a dick in real life. Like
Yeah.
he is an epic jerk.
Yeah.
He's such a good actor.
And he's like so full of himself. So for me, I like arrogance, but I don't like when there's a difference between someone being arrogant because they're actually just fantastic.
Right.
And then there's someone who's arrogant because they think that they're God's gift to the world.
Gotcha.
And he's, in that latter category. Like
Yeah.
Yes, he is a great actor, but I don't know.
Like I said, I watched him in Catch Me If You Can, and it was all right. But that's it.
He was really good in Blood Diamond.
Nah, I never saw it. Every time you bring up Inception,
You bring up
I've seen it
Inception.
So
Not the same
Right?
thing.
That was him in Blood Diamond, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he was in it.
He was in Blood Diamond.
Oy.
I think I saw Shutter Island, like a horror.
Kind of.
It was like a thriller.
Yeah, I saw part of it, but it was not good.
I liked Shutter Island.
I think it was weird. I fell asleep.
You have to watch it till the end because the end is the only purpose to watch it. But there was parts of it that were boring. I mean, it's not a movie for everyone. I wouldn't recommend it as like one of his better movies.
Got it. So speaking of the trailers, the Wonder Woman trailer.
Yeah, is it Wonder Woman 84 or something?
Yeah. So I think it looks terrible, the trailer. I mean, maybe the movie is really good, but it looked so cheesy. Like she's running in these like wedge heels, and she's like, this move when superheroes jump down and then they jump and kind of like land.
Yeah, the hero
squat,
landing.
and then they like slowly rise up.
Yeah.
It's just been overdone.
Right.
And she does it like so many times in the movie. And there's this scene where, was it Chris Pine who's in it?
I don't know.
Whatever. He's in it, and he makes this facial expression like, well, obviously nobody can see it, on the podcast, but I'm going to give you an image. There was an image of Hillary Clinton floating around in the last election where she's just like dazed and confused.
Okay.
And that is the Chris Pine face.
Okay.
So
why was he making this face? What?
I don't know.
Any reference point?
It was in the trailer, so I have no idea.
Just all the scenes, and then you get him doing this face.
And the thing is, I love Gal Gadot. I think she is such a sexy and beautiful woman.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe I'm biased because she's from Israel, but this trailer just looked super cheesy.
I haven't seen it.
Gorgeous.
We didn't watch we didn't see the first.
We did not
Wonder
watch
Woman.
the first one. I want to watch the first one though.
I mean, is it on
it's
HBO?
on HBO Max. Yeah.
So we'll watch it, but I don't know. I'll have to watch it. I'll have to watch the trailer. I don't know if I have no idea what it, I stay away from like knowing too much about Disney about DC.
We have nothing to gauge it on because we didn't watch the first Wonder Woman movie. So I mean, we have to give the first one a chance, and then we'll watch the trailer for the second one. But I can see why it would be problematic. DC trailers and Marvel does this too. When they do trailers, they do all of like the stereotypical like superhero poses. Like
when they cut a
landing
trailer, there's like specific things they need to put in it. You have to make sure the audience knows that your hero can jump off a building and land without falling. I want to see that trailer where it just has the hero fucking everything up. Like he jumps off a
Spider-Verse.
Was that trailer?
No, I don't know if it was in the trailer, but I mean the guy like
the hit. Yeah, that's what you need in a trailer. Just show the hero getting like drugged by a train.
By the way, Nicolas Cage was in the Spider-Verse.
Yeah, he was Spider-Man Noir.
Yeah,
it was a great.
He was perfect as that character and every character.
Yeah.
Into the Spider-Verse was phenomenal.
I don't know if it's true or not, but I keep hearing rumors that the next one is going to have the 3 Spider-Mans in it.
Yeah, everybody keeps saying that the next Into the Spider-Verse.
Andrew Garfield.
Andrew Garfield.
Didn't he leave Marvel on horrible terms? They fired him. Why would they have him come back?
Being a good ending for him as Spider-Man.
Did he say something that was like politically?
I don't know. I don't know. He just shit talked Marvel. I think.
I don't think it was like a political thing, but yeah, I think he
badmouthed like the studio and some other things. I think
a lot of people have issues with Disney who work with Disney. They say that it's just like really horrible working conditions.
But I mean, like if you're on a set, it's more like you have to deal with the production staff and
Did Disney own Marvel for Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man?
Well, first of all, Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man Sony, so no, it wouldn't be.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Spider-Man Sony, so it wouldn't be Disney.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, anyway, if they were trash talking me, if I was, filming for something Disney, I'd take that abuse because I'd be like, hey, I'm in a Disney movie.
Right. Well, you're in a Spider. You're the
Right?
lead in a
Like,
Spider-Man, and he
Verbally
said,
abuse me all you want.
Yeah.
Like, I'm in this.
You are Spider-Man. They let you be Spider-Man.
That's right.
There were other people that they could have asked.
Tom Holland's definitely the better Spider-Man.
Tom Holland is the best one. Best Spider-Man
Wait,
thus
is
far.
Tom Holland one of the people who did that in the beginning of COVID? That I don't even know what it's called. They were telling people to do some kind of challenge where you have to like take off your shirt while against the wall.
Because he
Yes.
And then
challenged Ryan Reynolds. Yeah.
Yes,
And Ryan Reynolds was like,
No, I'm good.
No. Ryan Reynolds got up close to the wall and was like, no.
Yeah.
good for you, Ryan Reynolds.
Right.
Ryan Reynolds is like, I'm not pandering to you, Tom Holland.
Blake Lively is probably in the background, like, you take off your shirt and I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah, like they probably walk around the house naked anyway. It don't
They
matter.
probably do. I mean, if I looked as beautiful as that, I would do.
like it's a great looking household with or without clothes. Let's be real.
But he had the whole thing where he just sold his gin company or something.
Aviation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ryan Reynolds.
There was something about that. I don't know if it was just like
I don't know.
like sarcastic or whatever, but like he's apologizing to other celebrities or something. I don't know. Have all the information behind that.
I thought he was apologizing for his wedding, and some kind of cotton plantation. I think that's what it was.
Oh no, he was. From what I understand, the headline I remember reading is he was apologizing to his friends and celebrities for selling the aviation gin because he made more money than he thought he would. So I don't know what what that was, but the headline I did was just about that.
I don't know.
That's odd. Either way.
I don't
drink
celebrities
gin.
live in this like bubble of non-reality.
Yeah, must be nice.
Must be nice.
I would love that.
I want a bubble.
I just want to be in a bubble with Mr. Snackback.
Oh my god.
That's what I'm going to call him now. He's totally a snackback.
Mr. Snack Pack.
Delicious.
All right, has anyone got anything else?
Any closing?
Wait, no, you were supposed to tell me about this
What?
Batmobile.
So that Batmobile, we got that. So we were supposed to go to Universal Studios in April for our vacation because I very rarely get a vacation, and it has to work with her schedule. So we dropped like $2,500 on a whole thing to go down there. Well, this COVID thing hit, so we couldn't go anywhere, and it was in April, so it was in the thick of it, so you really couldn't even go outside without catching it. So, Universal Studios related, we bought this Lego Batmobile, and we had a week to put it together, so I decided we needed to get it put together as soon as possible, so we took 2 days.
Why did you need a week to put it together?
It's a 14-hour build. Like, that Batmobile is supposed to take people 14 hours to build.
Okay.
8 to 10, but like if
Okay.
you're taking your time, you're gonna be, so it's like we just sat at the table. There was like 30 some bags of Legos you had to open up. For Legos, it comes with like a little booklet, like different booklets. Like let's say you have 6 bags or 6 little booklets. This came with like a 400-page book.
Wow.
So, yeah.
14 hours over the course of 2 days.
And I wish we had this table.
Oh my God, it would
Then,
have been so much easier.
Because sitting on this couch, we were sitting at the table upstairs with those hard-ass chairs.
Wooden,
My ass
hardback
hurt
chairs.
so much that I'd have to, I got up and I couldn't walk. Like, I was in so much pain. But now we got this table here that I can just take off the mics. But yeah, you were asking about this. Like, I didn't have all this equipment either. Like, I bought all this. I built this table. Mics aren't cheap. These nifty stands aren't cheap. I bought all of this just to do this for just a hobby.
For us.
Yes.
Like I
For
said.
me to talk about Snack Pack.
Yeah. So what? I probably dropped $400 easy on this stuff, but it's worth it. Talk to friends, have people over. She listens to the podcast when like I'm at work or whatever.
Oh, you listen to yourself talk?
Mostly him.
Okay.
So, I mean, and then we have a recording of
It's memories.
yeah.
We can listen
When
to
we
this like
when we have dementia and
yeah. When I
we don't remember who we are, we can listen to this and be like, who the fuck is that?
be like, who is this woman that is obsessed with Nicolas Cage?
You need to start having phone calls.
That's the thing. We just I got some of the equipment so I can hook up my phone. Yeah, so I have this so I can plug it in. But I don't have the other cord that was supposed to be here today. So I can like actually play music. That's how we're going to have my friend who has the theme
Right.
song, I can play it. And then like not to put up here because we're going to get like sued or something. We can have our own karaoke thing where we sing into it just for ourselves.
That's cute. Then you can take phone calls and be like, "Hi, you're on the air with Jackie from Shaded Corner.
Yeah.
Who am I speaking to?"
Why you got that voice? Is this a sex
It's a
hotline?
It's a radio voice.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Shaded Corner. Tonight we're going to talk about lube and anal beads.
It could just be a calming voice. Do you remember Parks and Rec? Hi, my name is Samuel Clemens.
No, I don't remember any of that, but we're going to stick with lube and anal beads.
You're gonna stick with it's a sexual discussion.
Tonight on Shaded Corner, we're going to go over the different
I'm
positions.
crying.
I mean, shaded corner could be a euphemism for places to do things, like a shaded corner.
Are you talking about anal?
Tonight on Shaded Corner, we're gonna talk about. I can't even.
Come on, you're doing so well. Come on.
We're talking about celebrities and what you want to do to them.
This is where I plug in my phone with Nicolas Cage sound effects. Wow, I think we have a new off branch.
A new off-brand.
It's like
Tonight.
Shaded Corner After Dark.
No, Shaded Corner after hours.
There you go. My mom listens to this now. Hi, Mom.
Oh yeah, I'm sure your mom will greatly enjoy shaded corner after hours.
I don't know. Maybe your mom also likes Snack Pack.
No one does.
Everyone does.
No, it's just you. I'm sorry. It's just you. Do you want to plug anything? You got anything going on?
Do I want to plug into anything?
Yeah.
I mean, like your
Any of your Instagrams, any pages you run, anything.
Yeah,
It's
feel
for
free.
our many users.
So feel free to follow me on Instagram, JChe Books.
Okay, and I'll tag it, and because when I put this out, I have the information. I'll
Yes.
tag your information.
And Nicolas Cage, if you're listening, yes, I do think you're a delicious snack pack. And yes, feel free to reach out to me.
All right. All right.
All right.
We're good.
Thanks, everybody.
And now, Shaded Corner After Hours.
Bow chicka bow wow.